Guys, so it's Dolores again, and as you can see, I kind of dressed up because it's Valentine's Day. Though I'm not sure when I post this, it will be Valentine's Day, but this is my Valentine's Day video. So happy Valentine's or whatever you want to call it, um, or however you choose to view the holiday. Um, but I am going to do the Titanic Tag Part 2. Because I realized that because of April K, I had tagged her to do the tag. I realized somehow, I don't know how this happened, I didn't answer all the questions. So you guys know I do the tags in my little notebook here. And it had been a tag I had filled out a while ago, and I had obviously filmed a long time ago. I mentioned that in the description. I mentioned that in the vlog. And apparently I stopped writing the questions and doing the answers at some point because April had actually done the whole tag and had mentioned that I had not answered all of it. And like we later like DM'd and talked to each other, and I was like, oh well, maybe I will do I mentioned partially in her comments, and then we talked a little bit more about it, but that I can just do the second half of the tag and do it as a Valentine's thing, because I mentioned that this would be a great Valentine's tag because it's a romance tag, pretty much. So that's what I'm going to do. Second part is my Valentine's Day video / Valentine's tag, however you want to see it. I will link in the cards and down below the first part of this video, so you can see the first section of questions. And then I also link April's video so you can see her also answer the questions about her new novel that she's working on. So this tag was made by, where's the original one at? By Brooke Passmore from By the Brook. And then, well, it would have been smart if there it is. You know, you come to me for chaos. And Destiny Murtoga, if I'm saying her name right, she no longer has a channel. And if I remember correctly, I couldn't link anything of hers last time either. But credit to both of them. I will link Brooke's channel down below, and I might also link her video of when she did this and like opened it. So there's that. So we're going to be starting at question number 6. Question number 6. The heart of the ocean. Do you have a MacGuffin in your story? An object / item the characters seem to want or care about? No, I don't have an object. I don't think so. I'm still, again, currently writing Project Elf. I'm about 25K into the story, and it's an adult fantasy. So I have lots of room to add more. I mean, the range of adult fantasy can go up to 100K. I'm not sure if I'm going to write a 100K book, but you never know. Especially because I'm slightly a pantser, so I don't have a solid outline. And I'm not sure. So I don't think I have a MacGuffin. I'm not planning to put a MacGuffin in. Unless you count the main character as her own MacGuffin. But even then, or even the love interest, based on how I want the story to work, if they themselves are MacGuffins. But usually a MacGuffin is an object, like it says here. So there's not like a magic sword like in King Arthur or something that like bestows them power. There's nothing like that in the story, at least as of right now. So I'm gonna say no. Question number 7. Paint me like one of your French girls. Is there a scene in your book that you'll be embarrassed by when your family reads it? Now, much like similar to like what April said, in the sense of like it would be difficult for me to be embarrassed about something. I didn't write like raunchy stuff, like she did like fan fiction kind of things. But I definitely read a lot, and I definitely fell into the world of very adult manga and then just mature manga, which can be very enlightening, especially because it's a different culture and they see sexuality very different than we do here in the West. So me myself, not bad. My family and I also have a very open relationship about intimacy and sexuality, especially between me and my father and my siblings. And we are not, there's not a lot of shame in that sense. My mother, on the other hand, can be hot and cold, where she can sometimes throw out, like the jokes and stuff, or try to. And then on the reverse side, we can say something and then she acts like a blushing bride. It's like, oh my gosh, virgin ears kind of situation. So I don't think I would be embarrassed, but I am part of the reason why this is an adult novel is because I want to write some nice scenes. I have at least two planned out in this sense. The other reason too is there is going to be battle and blood, and not necessarily gore, but there's going to be consequences for things. Um, but in the sexuality sense, I'm planning two particular scenes in my head that I haven't gotten to yet. And I can see my mother, especially one of them, definitely being like, oh my goodness, and like either not either denying that she enjoyed the scene or like having a hard time getting through the scene. Because, like I said, my mom can be hot and cold, and a lot of the times she likes to pretend that she's very uh, virgin like and will deny that she liked something when she obviously did. Which, moms are supposed to be a particular way a lot of times, and my mom is like that, which is no shame to her. But I personally wouldn't be embarrassed about anything because you know what? Writers' minds are writers' minds, and sometimes you don't want to be in there, and sometimes you kind of do because the stuff is in there. um, Question number 8: the iceberg. How do you spot plot holes or icebergs in your story, and what steps do you take to fix them? Honestly, I don't know. Besides how having people read and tell me, I'm not sure. I did think a little bit about this question a little bit more after I wrote my answer in my little book here. I did have a story that I originally was making into a short story in high school to submit into a competition that ended up not happening, that I decided to expand it per advice from my writing teachers, because they could see that this could be a bigger story, which in essence means that there's plot holes within the short story because there's questions and they're like, why this, why that? There's these. That is on a back burner, but I do plan to work on how I choose to fix that kind of plot hole situation is through research. So that story heavily has impact with history and mythology. So a lot of my plot hole fixes would be that I need to do research on um, uh, the timeline of mythology and the timeline of history, how they're woven together, how does my character interact with that timeline, both timelines, each one separately kind of situation. So I would say, besides what I said on taking, having someone fresh read your story, let you know what they think, but also when you need to do research. Research can be really important and can save you because there are some things where, whether you're writing a fantasy, especially if you're writing a contemporary, sometimes being a little bit realistic is important versus making up everything. So, I would that's what I would recommend in the aspect of like plot holes or icebergs in the situation. Question number 9. Sinking of the ship. Characters from your book that could be shipped with other book characters. So I have strategically not said a lot about my love interest in a lot of these tags because his situation, I want to be not a surprise necessarily, but I want there to be some kind of mystery revolving around that. But I was kind of thinking while I was writing my book recently, and I realized I fell into the same hole as like Alexa Dunn when she was talking about her first debut and her editor telling her she needed to adjust one of her characters because he's not the love interest and you have to kind of make that obvious and stuff like that. I have a character in my story that is filling the role of like best friend, big brother situation. And I haven't like nailed down ages honestly in my story because it's difficult when you have creatures that are long lived and it's like where do they actually like fall in? It's a concept that I will get back to in my story. I'm not focusing too much on it, but this brought up a point. If people shipped this like big brother best friend character with the main character, with my protagonist, he is either older than her, definitely, much older, or he's very much more older. But I haven't made a decision on that. But their interactions with each other, especially because you are introduced to him first before the love interest, and you get to see how helpful and caring he is of her and how much he cares for her, that I can see people loving that and wanting them to be together. Especially, I literally just wrote a scene that if I wanted to and I twisted it, I could turn it into like those like first romantic touches versus like him just being a comforting sibling kind of situation. So I definitely think I hit my big brother character could 100% be shipped with my main character, especially if you don't care about ages. Again, not that I don't even know. I'm not even going to touch that because, like I said, I haven't even decided how aging works in this world. Yeah. Okay. So, question number 10. I'll never let go. Is there a character you've written that would be the hardest for you to kill off if you ever had to? So honestly, I have a lot of death in my book. Part of the reason why I'm making it in an adult, not that you can't have death in YA, but it's different. And I have a lot in this story, and I have a lot of death that I'm hoping is impactful, hard hitting, consequences kind of situation where it will help that like move forward character, almost like how the hero's journey is, that idea of like the mentor dies early and that pushes the hero on kind of situation. But I can see if I needed to, honestly, it's the same character as the last question. If my big brother, best friend character needed to die for plot reasons or for something to make the story work more organically, it would ruin the like beautiful ending I have in my head of a situation, like the last like scene that I want to play, which is going to have them in it. Um, but I have grown to love him, much like I said that people might ship them. I have 100% grown to love him, and I don't think I could kill him off because he's just so caring and he's so sweet and he just wants the best for Kira, and he he loves her in that like sibling aspect, and also uh is respectful and revering of her because she's a princess, to be future queen, and he respects that of her and he treats her as one, always has treated her as one, and he's just so perfect. I mean, yeah, I I don't think I could kill him off. I don't think I could. I think it would break me inside. I mean, if this book is a book that gets published and my editor's like, "Nah, you got to kill him," I will be crying tears as I'm typing his death scene. Like, but I don't think I could. I love him so much. He has to stay in the story. Um. So yeah, that's it for the tag. Those are the 10 questions. So there's 5 questions in the first half and 5 questions in this one. And if you watch them back to back, there's the 10 questions. There are slight differences in the tag that I did for the beginning because I actually filmed that in like October or September and then published it just last month when I was sick and just I needed something to come out. And not that the story has changed, but I would answer some things differently. So maybe I'll redo this tag next year, whether with the same story with a different story. But yeah, so those are the tags. I hope you enjoyed it. I liked it. I like doing these tags as well because it's very insightful and makes me think more about my story and how I would speak about it to other people, and made me realize I really don't want you guys to know anything about my love interest at all. I've kept him very secretive in all my tag answers. So he is I'm hoping he lives up to the hype because I'm hiding him because he is a precious child also. And yes. Is it obvious that I love my characters? Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, let me know. I will put all the questions in the description for this one. The first 5 are in the other one, but I'll put all 10 down in the description down below. So if you didn't do the tag the first time I did it and want to do it now, feel free, go ahead. Like I said, this is a perfect February tag, Valentine's lovey season kind of tag. And if you do, let me know. Leave a link in the description with your video and I'll watch it. Or you can send me a DM on Instagram and be like, hey, I did the tag. So my Instagram is down below. That's perfectly fine. And I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good holiday, however you view the holiday. And I do tags like this. I do writing vlogs. I'm doing gaming content. I currently am doing a older brother challenge, which is a spin-off of the Big Sister challenge for Sims 4 on my Twitch. I uploaded the first stream recently. If you want to see it live, I have it on my Twitch, so you can go ahead and follow me there and see me play on Thursdays. And then I also do writing streams on the opposite Thursdays of the gaming stream. I'm also doing currently a first playthrough of Pokemon Soul and Shield, which the next installment will be coming out this month. And then I'm also doing a short playthrough of Paranormal, which will be coming out, which the first episode should be out before this video is out. So you can also check that out on my channel. You can go down and hit my beautiful face down in this corner and go to my channel and see all the videos that I'm recommending. I also do unboxings. The January unboxing is up and you can check that out as well. But that's it for now. I hope to see you later, whether it's for another tag or any of my other things that I do. And feel free to talk to me, let me know. And what I'm trying to start on my channel, because I think it would be fun. I am traditionally a lurker in many videos and find it hard to make comments because for multiple reasons. So if you want to let me know that you were here but aren't sure how to say it besides hitting the like button down below, leave me a Vulcan salute in your color of skin choice or in the emoji color, and just leave a salute down below. Let me know that you were here, that you liked the video, and yeah, so I will see you next time, and I hope you have a good day or holiday whenever you watch this. All right, and tell stories and prosper.